As a child, my family and I didn't have enough money sometimes to provide a stable living for my siblings and I. And we didn't talk about it because we didn't want to get taken away from our parents. So we just held it all in. And as an adult, life has not been great. I'm battling cancer. I have asthma. I got heart problems. I got financial problems. I'm a full-time student trying to provide my own living. And I'm 25 years old. So can you imagine my stress level? That is why I think it is important to have a mandatory therapy session incorporated into everybody's work and school week. Mandatory. 1 hour, once a week, every week for everyone. According to the American Psychological Association, 74% of the people in this survey that they did say the number one causes for stress is either job pressure or money. That is two things that we cannot live without, jobs or money. I've had a positive outcome so far with the therapy sessions that I've had, the minimum therapy sessions that I had, and I think everyone should go to them. You personally may be going through more than I'm going through, or you may feel like you're not going through anything at all, so you don't need therapy, but that's not true. Everyone needs therapy. Everybody needs someone to talk to. Everybody needs an outlet. That's why I think incorporating therapy into life, work, school, it makes your life better at home. A mandatory session gets everybody involved without excuses. And look at me. I've had sessions and I feel better. So when you go to a session and you have less stress at home and at work, at home and at school, you feel better at home. You have a trusting outlet, so no one's telling your business. 54% of the Americans say that stress causes them to fight. Fight at home, fight people close to them, friends and everything, because that's their outlet. So that's not good. And if you had a mandatory session at school and at work, you have a place where you can actually go and blow off some steam for an hour. Or maybe you just need to blow off steam for maybe 30 minutes or so. But an hour therapy session is what I'm recommending. They also say there's so many myths that people don't want to do because a mandatory session gets everybody involved. So the myths are saying, oh, I can't afford it. Oh, it's for crazy people and weak people, and I'm none of the above. So having a mandatory session gets everybody involved. People say I got good friends to talk to, which might not always be the best thing to do. And when you feel good, you do good. Google employees, they give their employees an hour a day or a week and to just do something that's important to them, and that's a sense of therapy. Believe it or not, it is. And I know that because I have two sessions so far, and my therapist teach me these breathing exercises and teach me how to deal with stress and stuff like that. It's really, really good, and I just think everybody should go because reducing stress can also help with your mind, your body, your emotions that you have bottled in. According to goodtherapy.org, you will just breathe like fresh air. It's like coming to the surface for the first time. It also improves your relationships with people around you. It also improves your self-worthiness aspect. You feel more like you belong versus you're just there in the cut and nobody noticed you. You feel more like a presence is there for yourself. So go to therapy. Having a mandatory go to 8 sessions, 1 session per week for 2 months, 8 sessions. And you will notice a dramatic difference in your life. So having these mandatory therapy sessions makes your life better at school, at home, and at work. The mandatory sessions gets everybody involved. Nobody is embarrassed. Nobody is feeling like they can't afford it at all. So it takes away all the myths. And then you look at me and say, Abigail did it, so I can do it too. We all need somebody to talk to that we can trust. You need a trusting outlet, and therapy can be your outlet. So I challenge you to go and take 8 sessions and see how you feel. And so far, I attended them, and I feel great.